got pinned to the wall.
Picked up.
Oh, where I got bum rushed. Yeah, that was actually while we were filming A Brush with Evil 2, towards the end of it, and we were in the Brush with Evil hallway, as they call it, between the two rooms where the guy used to cross the hallway and do the stuff to the other guy, and they were doing some kind of technique. I can't remember what was happening, but my back was turned to everybody because I thought I heard something behind me, and I heard a couple of footsteps running towards me, and that's when I turned around to see what was happening. I felt something hit me in my chest, and I come up and backwards a couple inches off my feet, and it pushed me backwards, and I hit the ground, and I stood there, and I was like, what the heck just happened? And I started freaking out because I've never felt anything like it before.
I remember
that happened to our group one night.
That's what I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. That feeling that you have after that.
Yeah, in fact, there was one of them that's in the chat.
I remember the first time you went up there and you stayed. I think you were there 3 days or so, and you were up there with the guy who was up there as he was staying in the building as caretaker. I don't think Connor. It was James. Yeah, Connor. And you came back because you were helping us with tours, but you said, "Hey, I can't do it this week. I'm going up here to this new place that they're trying to get open for tours."
Yep.
And nobody knew about this place yet. So when you came back,
it was brand new.
Oh yeah, you should have heard Rick. It was a mile a minute. He couldn't stop talking about it. Not only did we have him telling us about it, 2 weeks later, we had Steve Hayes telling us about that it felt like the building had been picked up and dropped.
Steve Hayes caught that on camera.
Yeah.
His whole family sitting there around all the meters, and they started going off. And it sounds like the whole house, like everything, picked up in the air and slammed down, sets off every freaking device around him, to the point where Steve stood up and grabbed his kids. He didn't know what was going on, and they all rushed out of the house.
Oh, wow.
And my first thought was, there has to be a quarry around. A quarry explosion. That would I lived around a quarry. It was right out of the house. Nothing around there. Nothing I would even experience. Nothing.
Yeah, and the train tracks are too far away to cause that.
For it to feel the way it does when that place is picked up and slammed down.
Does it happen often in there?
I've only had it, me and then Steve. That's all I know about.
Wow.
But I gave Steve, because that's what he was filming for True Ghost Stories, the TV show that was supposed to come out. The one that's still coming out 5 years later. But they filmed an episode in there, and I gave him that gold nugget. I said, "Hey, this is a brand new place. You might want to get in there." I said, "I'm even letting you go in before I do." Steve was like the first group to ever go through and investigate it, and then I come in after him to clean it up.
It was, like I said, it was amazing listening to you guys, because right after that, I had Steve come and he helped me out on the weekend before Halloween, and they had a car accident a couple days before. Him and Alicia had been in a car accident, and they had come and helped us out, because apparently Malvern Manor has a tendency to give people bad luck as well.
Yes. Same
as Sally House has a tendency to. It doesn't have a tendency to give you bad luck. It has a tendency to break up relationships.
Oh, balloons.
But we're lucky. I mean, in all honesty, we made relationships out of the Sally House, where a lot of people lost relationships because of it. So.
Well, I did. I lost, and that's one thing you warned us about, was how teams tend to fight and break up after they investigate there, and it happened with me and Cher, where she went off the deep end and started attacking me out of nowhere.
Yep, she's down in Ozark now, and she still doesn't talk to me because I'm still friends with you.
And I've spoken to her a few times on the phone, but it's still one of those things where we had something going, and she got mad because Brad Kling approached me and didn't approach her. And that's what it all boiled down to.
I love Cher. She is one of the nicest people you ever want to meet, and I miss her.
I won't ever say a bad thing about her. She's one that got me started in the paranormal. She's the one that she had my back until after Sally House, and we had a falling out. It happens.
And like I said, that is a symptom of the Sally House. Very few people leave there with their relationships intact. Very few.
We're not going, Tracy.
Right?
So that's one of the places that, I mean, Joe Citrone, he left there. After he went there, all the people he went with, he doesn't know where any of those people are anymore.
Yeah.
So everyone, we got a break. Come back. We're going to be talking more to Rick Rose and the Peanut Gallery at the Lynch's house. We're listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting. The best in paranormal talk radio.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Pride. I am talking to Richard Rose, Jay Lynch, and Teresa Lynch. And I have a question for Teresa. How in the heck are you handling these guys?
I twitch a lot, and I break out in rashes occasionally from them.
Jay, you should.
Gonorrhea.
For you. Yeah, I'm actually glad that Rick moved back because now Jay has a playmate.
Keeps him out of your hair.
That sounds all kinds of wrong. We don't sit around on a couch and play with each other. Occasionally.
Well, Jay and Teresa, do you guys have kids besides Rick?
We have a 19-year-old son.
Okay, so
Name Rick.
Name Rick.
Yeah, and Rick. Our 19-year-old just shakes his head and just walks off.
Oh, okay. Well, I hate to say this, but we have 4 daughters, and that's what they do. You know,
right.
We went to our granddaughter's second birthday party, and my daughter's in-laws started asking me questions about the paranormal, and both my daughters, my 2 oldest ones, all you could see was their eyes roll to the back of their head, and it's like, it's rude not to answer. You know? So believe me, I understand. So, but Teresa, what is your favorite place to investigate with these guys?
Favorite place.
Yeah, we may have fun everywhere we go. Even if we don't get a lot of activity, we have fun wherever we go.
The road trip there sometimes even more enjoyable than
that's true. That's true. Even though we were in separate vehicles going to Tennessee
and back
I know,
to Hell's Bar.
I saw that.
Baby shark.
Oh, God.
Baby shark.
No, sorry. The baby's not here, so I don't have to listen to Baby Shark right now.
You just ruined somebody's night.
Oh.
Somebody out there in chat right now just closed on that broadcast.
Right?
Because you were like, Baby Shark, baby shark, you do it.
You know, David knows that song too in heavy metal.
David loves that song.
Jay posted it in heavy metal.
Do you know my grandson? He sees that and he starts just smiling, but he likes 10 Little Fishes better. So now you need to learn a new song.
No, 10 Little Fishes. No, we're stopping there.
10 Little
we
Fishes.
don't need.
Yep, 10 Little Fishes. Well, considering we're new grandparents, so for us, anything that makes the grandkids smile is it. But our granddaughter does all the hand movements. She's 2. So for the Baby Shark. So needless to say, I know them all.
My most recent ex, she had a 4-year-old. And the 4-year-old's favorite saying was, "Really, Rick?" And she'd roll her eyes. 4 years old, she'd give me that sass.
Well, you know what? She's probably been watching YouTube videos of people saying that. Really, Rick?
Yeah.
Right?
There's probably a few out there.
I'm sure she heard her mom say it several times.
Probably. And probably his grandmother, the spirit of his grandmother, is there rolling her eyes, because I can just see her now. Because she did it quite a few times in videos when she was on there with Rick, when he was making her go Facebook Live or Periscope.
Yeah, Didn't
she? Didn't she, Rick?
Oh, she hated that.
I know she did. I saw her.
Stop it, Jay. Stop it.
He's listening to the 10
Fish. 10 Little Fishes.
Yep.
Oh God!
No, they can't do that because they might wipe out our video or our wipe out our broadcast.
I'm killing it now. She's a peach, Jay. Copyright infringement.
Yeah.
I'll get your copyright. But no, that's isn't it weird how like just one statement can ruin somebody's night? I mean, especially when you're like moist and they're like, "Whoa, I'm done." Why is it like that word? I hate that word, moist. I don't know.
Well, but that song there, you can do that in your next car ride, and you guys can have fun with that one. But I do remember seeing your video of the guys making fun of people on the way to Hale's Dam Bar, and having way too much fun.
Making fun of people or making fun of us?
Yeah.
I think they were making fun of people. And they were making fun of each other, too. Mostly Rick.
Well, I think we were making fun of the chicks because they were up there, like, talking about rocks and all kinds of
diamonds and crystals and jewels and oh, my. Yeah. And we didn't even talk about that stuff. Not once.
Whatever.
We really didn't. We knew you wouldn't believe us, but we really didn't.
Yeah, the car rides up to these places. Now imagine, because we did a 15-hour car ride?
Oh, my God, New Orleans.
To New Orleans? Yeah.
Oh, for the...
I used to have a head full of hair. Yeah, when we went down in the first year.
Was that
But
was that worth it? Was Haunted Bourbon
It
worth
was.